咦，Susanna，做咩今日帶我嚟呢度歷史最悠久嘅大學？
係嗱，呢間香港大學咧係一個幾國際化嘅大學嚟嘅。咁喺呢度咧，我哋可以揾到咧嚟自世界各地嘅老師嘅。嗱，咁今集咧我就想介紹一位老師，佢哋認識嘅就係嚟自俄羅斯韃靼斯坦，佢本身係韃靼族。
韃靼族啊，哇！呢個族真係有啲陌生喎。
韃靼人呢個名最早出現喺公元5世紀南北朝時代，佢哋居住喺中國北部塞外地區，分為多個唔同嘅游牧部族。中國人統稱佢哋做韃靼。後嚟蒙古人逐漸強大，喺中國北方征服咗好多唔同部落，當中就包括好多韃靼部族。到咗公元13世紀，蒙古大軍西征，隊伍之中有大量韃靼將領同士兵。當時大軍所向披靡，建立咗4大汗國，當中嘅韃靼汗國又叫金帳汗國，面積龐大，由亞洲中部一直延伸到俄羅斯、波蘭，以至歐洲多瑙河。韃靼汗國15世紀初開始衰亡，而當中有好多韃靼人分別散居喺亞洲同歐洲唔同嘅地區。時至今日，全世界韃靼人超過1000萬，屬於57個不同分支，散居喺中國、俄羅斯、烏茲別克、烏克蘭，包括克里米亞半島，佢哋大部分都係穆斯林。中國境內嘅韃靼人叫做塔塔爾族，大部分居住喺新疆，而喺俄羅斯西南部境內，更加有一個共和國，人口以韃靼族為主，叫做韃靼斯坦。
Hello,
Hey, Susanna.
Yeah, nice
Nice
meeting
to
you
see you
again.
again.
Anthony.
Hi,
Amir,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
I'm Anthony.
My pleasure.
Okay,
Shall we go there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Amir，我知道咧，你嘅背景咧都幾特別嘅，你係嚟自俄羅斯嘅韃靼斯坦啦嚇。咁咧可唔可以介紹下你自己咧？
My name is Amir. My surname is Malikov, and I'm here this is my first year in Hong Kong, just coming to the end. And I'm the lecturer in Hong Kong University of Hong Kong. Before I was working in Beijing for 6 years, and my family living here with me. So I graduated from Kazan State University, and there I got my doctorate degree. My first major is Chinese, Oriental Studies, Chinese and China history. And my second major is Russian language. I got PhD. So this is my bio.
Wow.
I see. 哇，都好咩喎，好厲害喎。
好犀利啊！
Yeah.
頭先聽阿 Susanna 講咧，你係韃靼族人，可唔可以介紹一下其實係點樣嘅？
So
Tatarstan.
as I mentioned, I'm from Kazan. Kazan is the capital of Tatarstan Republic. Russia is a federation, so many republics or regions or provinces are together. So it is something like United States of America, but the states have less independence. But still, we are a federation. So Tatarstan is the region which is on the Volga River, which was the part of the Great Silk Way. So Tatars, well-known traders on the Silk Way, and Tatars are Muslims. As the history says, that Tatars was the first foreigners who convert Islam after the Arab nations. So big influence of Turkey was made to the Tatar language and Tatar culture. But Tatar language is 50% Tatar language, 30% Arabic, and Persian. So it's like 30. Tatar itself, Persian, and Arabic. This is like because of the influence of the traders, and Tatar language is in the family of Turkic languages. So we easily can understand Kazakh people, Uzbekistan people, and Turkish people. This is what helped me to learn Turkish. Now one of my languages, one of the 5 languages I can speak is the Turkish language. And also Tatar people has 2 mother tongues, Russian and Tatar. And this help us to learn more foreign languages because we already have 2 grammatical bases in our head. So this is how I learned Turkish, and the English also was not very difficult because we already, in Tatar language we have special sounds. So you know Tatar language, you can easily learn different languages, the world languages.
哇，好厲害喎！
And what I can say about Tatarstan, Tatarstan is the petroleum district. So we have petroleum, we have the biochemistry. Tatarstan is one of the most wealthiest regions of Russia, and it is not dotated from the capital. So Moscow usually send money to the regions to make them to not stop the development. And the Tatarstan only one of the 5 regions who don't take money but give. It's a donor state, not the receiver.
係 Anthony，頭先Amir都講咗啦，就話其實韃靼斯坦咧係好有錢嘅，咁佢哋咧有好多財富貢獻俾中央，俄羅斯中央，所以咧換嚟咧佢哋係可以享有高度嘅自治嘅。哦，係啊。
咦，我聽阿 Susanna 講咧，你之前都喺長沙嗰度做過交換生啦，咁可唔可以講下喺當時嘅生活體驗啊，有啲咩 experience 咁樣？
Yes, you're right. In 2006, according to our university exchange program, we went to the Hunan Normal University in Changsha. And 2006 in Changsha, just before the Olympics, China was not very well developed in that time. Changsha, of course, in front of our eyes, everything started to change. So from that time, I fell in love with China. And when I came back from that exchange program, I start to feel the power which pulls me back, which attracts me back. And I decided to start my PhD in Kazan. And I decided to be a Russian language teacher in China. So when I came back to China in 2012, China was completely different country. And of course, I can compare Changsha to Beijing. Beijing is the capital, of course. So I was just amazed with what I saw. But I always wanted to live in the city with the sea. Where is the sea? And this is how I came to Hong Kong. Now my dream come true. I can see the sea from my window.
Wow.
Very nice.
And this is the place I want to be. And all my jobs in my past was connected to China somehow. The rally race from Moscow to Xi'an or from Moscow to Beijing, Silkway rally race, or the business trips, or the startups I was working, they all was in this Southeast Asia region. So this is how I came here. And I find it well. I'm really happy.
Good.
Amir，嗱，你去過好多唔同嘅城市啊，咁可唔可以比較下你嘅家鄉喀山，然後北京同香港呢3個城市你嘅感受？
Kazan, as I mentioned, is the capital of Tatarstan. So in Russia, it is not the small city. But after when I arrived to Beijing, Beijing is 43 times bigger than Kazan. 43 times bigger than Kazan. And by population, it's like 25 times bigger. And if I used to Kazan and I have a task list, I can finish all the tasks in one day. For Beijing, it was only one thing a day. And when I came to Hong Kong, for me, it was a really big opportunity that Hong Kong is really small and it's not plain. And it reminds me Kazan a bit. So here I feel myself very comfortable. So for living, I prefer to, if we ask Kazan, Beijing, or Hong Kong, I prefer to make the holiday in Kazan with my family, with my relatives, and work in Hong Kong because it's comfortable to me.
你3個地方都教過書啊，咁其實可唔可以講下呢3個地方嘅學生有啲咩唔同，或者你嘅經歷係點樣嘅？
The main difference between Beijing, like Beijing University, mainland China University, and Hong Kong University is that here as a foreigner, I have opportunities to grow up the career, and also I can be a dean of the faculty maybe. So, but back in China, I can be only the lecturer. So this is the main difference. And if we speak about the students, what is the difference between teaching students in mainland China and here? I can say that students here are more independent. They're not afraid to ask questions. They are more active. They can make an argument with you. And in mainland China, students mostly, they just keep silence. And they start to ask questions to their older friends who already learned this subject. I don't know, maybe it is a matter of losing the face or just being afraid of the teacher. I don't know, or maybe not many foreigners. They saw not many foreigners before. And the teaching manner is different because there I had major students. It was Beijing International Studies University. So their major was Russian language and they could not refuse to take your course. And even like you can go hard on them. You can give much material. You can force them to learn somehow. But here it's an elective course for now. It's not a major yet. So I need to be popular. And I feel this pressure of being popular. If you are not good one, if you are not popular, they just can refuse to take it and they can just drop the course and then you'll have no students. But in the same time, these push you to develop your skills because this environment where everybody tries to be successful, very professional, and also university provides all the opportunities, all the technical stuff, everything, every help, any help you need, it is all provided. So you need to just to be best. Make your job, do your job, be best, and university will help you. This is the great environment which grow great professional, I think.
I see. 咁喀山嘅學生咧會有啲咩唔同咧？
In Kazan, I started my career, and I never had Russian students. This is the maybe you'll be surprised, but my major is Russian language as a foreign language. That's why I had students who are coming to Kazan to study. So this experience then helped me to understand this, the motivations of different students. So the ways to open a way to their hearts. Yeah.
Amir，我哋知道咧，塔坦族喺俄羅斯係一個少數嘅族裔啊，可唔可以分享下你作為俄羅斯嘅少數族裔喺俄羅斯嗰個體驗咧？
Being a minority in Russia, it depends on the conditions you are. The main thing, do you have your own republic? Do you have your own region or not? Because in Tatarstan, Tatar live in very comfortable life. We almost never face any racism or something, like because Russians and Tatar live together like they're 50-50, half to half. If you go to the smaller cities, which are mostly like far from the capital, there you can face different problems. But I think in the whole world it's the same. Yeah.
Amir，我哋知道咧，塔坦斯坦係一個好特別嘅地方啦，喺俄羅斯，因為咧兩個種族，即係塔坦族同俄羅斯族，佢哋喺呢個塔坦斯坦咧相處得咧，即係好和平咁樣相處嘅，而且咧塔坦斯坦咧亦都係一個好包容嘅地方，係一個即係唔同宗教對話嘅中心嚟嘅。咁你可唔可以喺呢方面再講多啲俾我哋聽下？
When the Soviet Union was collapsing, Tatarstan wanted independence. But being independent when you're surrounded by the Russian is really difficult. It will be an enclave. You will have no international contacts, no relationship, no borders. That's why Tatar administration, they decided to stay as a part of the Russian Federation, to have everything they have good from the Russian, like army, like bank system, like monetary politics, laws, and like everything, and grow business inside the country. So according to the agreement between Kazan and Moscow, Russia can, Tatarstan, can provide its independent external politics. So Tatarstan has relations with the different countries, with the Turkey, with China. For example, in Beijing, we have embassy of Russian Federation. In the same time, we have a trade representative of Tatarstan independently from the embassy. So Tatarstan tries to make relations on their own. So it is more useful to make business than a war, because war, it is always losses, just losses. So This is it. This is how Tatar and Russian people live together. So I think this is how tolerance can be. Like everyone lives their own life, but just together. This is the coexistence of the Tatarstan.
And dialogue instead of war.
Dialogues instead of making war.
喂 ，Anthony， 聽咗佢哋嘅經驗咧，我發覺咧對呢個世界，因為呢個世界越趨分裂㗎嘛，而家咁都係一個好好嘅參考。咁同埋特別喺香港，共用取代呢個戰爭或者係衝突。
想睇更多精彩嘅內容，快啲下載有線 OTT app 啦！